dear students, myself Gangadhar Solanke and I welcome you all to the MCGM's virtual classroom.
My dear students, today in Standard 9's Geography, we will be learning the topic trade. So, in this topic, we are going to learn about the concept of the trade and the things related with the trade. So, basically, to understand the concept of the trade, questions are given in our textbook and you people have to gather or to collect information by answering these questions. And the questions are: make a list of commodities which you use daily. So, commodities are in a simple way nothing but a useful things which we use daily. So, you have to make a list of commodities. Then who uses these commodities, that also you have to write. It may be you or your mother, your father or any family member. Then write the source of the supplies of these commodities. In short, from where you people get these commodities. And the next one, from where do you buy these commodities? What do you call the act of buying and selling? And the last one, what does the shopkeeper take in lieu the commodity? So, from where do these commodities come to the market? From where have you bought them and what is their main source? Obtain this information and write it against the commodities in the list. Then by using this, what you have to do, hold a discussion in the class about the obtained information. Now, because of COVID-19 pandemic, we are not having our classes, so you can do it with your friends on the phone call or with your family members. But the basic things which we have to understand here on the screen, you can see the commodities, which includes things of different types. On the basis of the information obtained above, on the basis of the questions just now we discussed, you will realize that we buy the goods we need from the shops, markets or malls around us. And generally, the sellers of these goods are not the manufacturers of the goods. For example, if we are talking about coffee और टी, जो हम हमारे बाजू के दुकान में खरीदने जाते हैं, लेकिन वो दुकान वाला जो है उस कॉफ़ी और टी को नहीं बनाता है. दैट इज़ व्हाट इज़ द सेलर्स ऑफ दिस गुड्स आर नॉट द मैन्युफैक्चरर्स, वो उसे बनाते नहीं हैं. देन दे ब्रिंग दिस कमोडिटीज फ्रॉम समवेयर. इट इज़ नॉट नेसेसरी दैट these commodities are manufactured in our surroundings. Again the same thing, वो कॉफ़ी या टी बनाने की जो फैक्ट्री है वो हमारे आजू बाजू में होगी, ये ज़रूरी नहीं है. दे आर मैन्युफैक्चर्ड एट प्लेसेस वेरी फार अवे. दे कुड बी फर्स्ट ब्रॉट बाय रिटेल सेलर्स. नाउ यू पीपल अंडरस्टैंड द चेन. दे कुड बी फर्स्ट ब्रॉट बाय retail sellers from wholesale market, factories, agricultural product market committees, etc., and then they reach us. For example, banana is a fruit जो पहले किसी फार्मर के फार्म में है एज एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्ट, फिर वो मार्केट कमिटी में आएगा, फिर वहाँ से ट्रांसपोर्ट होके अपने शहर में हम जहाँ रहते हैं वहाँ पर आएगा और वहाँ से हम खरीदते हैं. And this is not only about the food products but all the things which we are having, which we are using. So, we have various needs in our day-to-day life. We buy various things to satisfy these wants. Our needs. Now, our needs include number of things. And we buy various things to satisfy these wants. To satisfy these Once when we buy them, we create a demand for them. For example, nowadays, demand for mobile phones is on the peak. हर एक को अपना मोबाइल चाहिए, हर एक को अपना खुद का मोबाइल चाहिए. तो हम क्या करते हैं, उस चीज़ को डिमांड में लाते हैं और कंपनीज फिर उस प्रोडक्ट को बनाती है. बट बेसिकली इफ वी टॉक, आवर बेसिक नीड्स फूड, शेल्टर and clothes, and after that whatever we need is nothing but our want, and when we buy them we create a demand for them. अगर मोबाइल को कोई खरीदेगा ही नहीं तो उसकी डिमांड नहीं बनेगी, but it is in the demand because we people are buying it. So to fulfill the demand for these products, the production of these goods is carried out, and the producer supplies these goods. In other words, he sells them to wholesaler trader. So demand is a schedule that shows the various amounts of product that consumers are willing and able to buy at each specific price in a series of possible prices during specified time period. So the schedule shows how much buyers are willing and able to purchase at different prices. The market price depends on demand and supply. Nowadays, one best example for this is of the mask, which is very important thing for us, which is need of the hour, जो हमें यूज़ करना ही करना है. तो मार्केट में उसकी डिमांड है. कंपेयर टू द लास्ट ईयर जो मास्क हम खरीदते थे बहुत ज़्यादा प्राइस हमें देनी पड़ती थी, बट नाउ प्रोडक्शन is also on the large scale, and due to some government policies and the conditions we are getting it in the low price. But to understand the concept of demand and supply, to be meaningful, the demand schedule must have a period of time associated with it. Producer is what? People or companies which make and supply goods and services. About this also we'll talk in detail. Now the next point is what is trade. This is given in our textbook, figure 9.1, to understand the concept of trade. The buying and selling of goods is done to fulfill each other's needs. कोई कुछ बेच रहा है क्योंकि उसे उससे पैसा कमा के अपनी नीड्स फुलफिल करनी है, और हम कुछ खरीद रहे हैं क्योंकि उस खरीदी हुई चीज़ से हमें क्या करना है, हमारी नीड, हमारी ज़रूरत पूरी करना है. सो दीज हु परचेज आर द कंज्यूमर्स ऑफ द गुड्स. द प्रोड्यूसर produces and the sellers sell the goods. Buyers and sellers buy and sell the goods respectively, and this is called trade, buying and selling. Concept of exchanging goods. Concept of exchanging goods and services between two people or entities. Now in services, it may be services related with the health or related with the education. International trade, concept of this exchange between people or entities in two different countries. About that also we'll talk in detail, but here just you people try to understand the concept of trade. Trade is an important economic activity. The economic life of people is interdependent. No region or country in the world is self sufficient. ऐसा कोई भी देश या ऐसी कोई भी जगह नहीं है दुनिया में कि जो सेल्फ सफिशिएंट है, उनको दूसरों से कुछ लेना नहीं पड़ता हो. So trade between two regions is necessary to fulfill the needs of the people. Something to give and something to take. कुछ हमें देना पड़ता है, कुछ लेना पड़ता है. As each region has different geographical conditions, each region produces specific commodities. For example, apples. In Maharashtra, we are not having the farm or the plots of apple, but in Jammu Kashmir, there are farms of apple. So this is what is the depends on the geographical conditions. Next point about this, if there is a paucity of a commodity, then there is a demand for that commodity. The place where it is abundant provides a supply of the commodity, and thus supply is done from regions producing excess commodities. Just now I gave you the example of apples produced in Jammu and Kashmir are sent to other states of India having a demand for it. जैसे हमने बचपन से एक थॉट सुना है कि एन एप्पल अ डे कीप्स डॉक्टर अवे, तो बहुत सारे लोग हैं जिनको रोज़ एप्पल चाहिए, तो जहाँ पर ये डिमांड में होगा वहाँ पर जम्मू एंड कश्मीर से एप्पल भेजा जाएगा. So supply is done from regions producing excess commodities to region facing deficit according to the demand. So deficit is what? The government spends more than it collects in taxes in a single year. The money the government borrows is added to the debit. Surplus, the government spends less than it collects in taxes in a single year. The extra tax revenue will go toward paying down the debit, and the federal debit is the total of all past budget deficits minus what has been repaid with surpluses. So the basic thing about the trade, and now on the screen you can see the two types of trade, visible trade and the invisible trade. But before that, you people must know about the barter system which was in practice in the history, in which people take things from the people by giving something they are having with them, and that is called the barter system. So in this there was an exchange of goods with other goods. Grains were exchanged in the lieu of work done, or oil or salt or honey, and milk were exchanged for grains. जिसके पास जो है वो दिया जाता था और उसके बदले में उसके पास जो नहीं है वो लिया जाता था, instead of giving money जैसे आज हम करते हैं. Now here we are trying to understand about the visible trade and invisible trade. But before that, some questions are there in our textbook. Trade involves selling and buying. Keep in mind this. Trade involves selling and buying, बेचना और खरीदना. But do you know that trade can also take place without goods? ऐसी कई चीज़ें हैं जहाँ पर पैसे तो दिए जा रहे हैं लेकिन वापस कुछ चीज़ नहीं दी जा रही है. We get vegetables from the vegetable vendor when we pay him money, right? Then we get books for which we pay money. When we travel by a vehicle, we pay the fare. Do we get any commodity from it? जैसे आपको कहीं जाना है, आपने टिकट खरीदा, आप उस गाड़ी में बैठ के वहाँ से निकल गए और जहाँ जाना था वहाँ उतर गए, तो बदले में तो आपको कुछ मिला नहीं. We have to give remuneration in lieu of the advice we take from lawyers or doctors. Do we get any commodity from them? Why do you pay the ticket for a movie and then go inside the theater, or you pay cash or money for getting your hair cut? जब हम बाल कटवाने जाते हैं हम पैसे देते हैं और हमारे बाल भी देकर आते हैं, वापस कुछ लेकर नहीं आते हैं. So why it is so? About that now we are going to talk. When there is buying and selling of goods, for example in figure 9.2, buying and selling of goods, it is called visible trade. This lady is giving money and taking vegetables, so this is visible trade. On the other hand, when there is an exchange of services, it is called invisible trade. For example here in figure 9.2b, जैसे पेशेंट है, डॉक्टर के सामने बैठा है, पैसे दे रहा है लेकिन कुछ लेके नहीं जा रहा है, दैट इज कॉल्ड द सर्विस. वो सर्विस मिली है हमें. बट इफ़ ही गोज टू द मेडिकल स्टोर, वो मेडिकल स्टोर में जाएगा, वहाँ पे पैसे देगा और वहाँ से मेडिसिन ले लेगा, दैट इज़ द विजिबल ट्रेड. but in front of the doctor it is invisible trade. Now the next point, visible and invisible trade. Trade in goods, merchandise, exports and imports, visible trade, and in trade in services, which exports and imports, which is called invisible trade. Now the next types of trade, on the basis of quantity of goods, wholesale and the retail. In this, quantity is important, and on the basis of the extent of trade region, that is domestic or internal trade, then international or external trade, that is import, export and interport trade. Now one by one we are going to learn in detail about this. According to the quantity of goods, होलसेल ट्रेड जहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा क्वांटिटी होती है. Traders buy commodities on a large scale directly brought from the producers. So the commodities are also sold on a large scale to retail traders. जैसे हमारे घर के बाजू का दुकान वाला है, he is retail trader, he is retail trader, not wholesale trader. लेकिन वो जहाँ से सामान लाता है that is wholesale trade. तो वहाँ पे हमें सस्ता मिलता है सामान, और हमारा जो रिटेल ट्रेडर है उसके पास हमें थोड़ा महंगा मिलता है, क्योंकि वो जहाँ से लाएगा वो कीमत से वो थोड़ी ज़्यादा कीमत में बेचेगा, क्योंकि उसे भी प्रॉफिट चाहिए. सो ट्रेडर्स बाय कमोडिटीज ऑन अ लार्ज स्केल डायरेक्टली ब्रॉट फ्रॉम द प्रोड्यूसर्स, एंड द कमोडिटीज आर ऑल्सो sold on a large scale to retail traders, and this is called wholesale trading. Wholesale traders buy goods on a large scale for industrialists or from farmers. For example, the orchard owners of mangoes or oranges sell their entire production to wholesale traders. And then in this, the next one, retail trade. When the traders buy goods from wholesale traders and sell it directly to consumers, then it is known as retail trading. For example, to understand this in detail, अगर आप वेजिटेबल मार्केट में एक सुबह सुबह चक्कर लगाओगे तो बहुत सारी गाड़ियाँ जो है वो डायरेक्टली फार्मर के फार्म से आती है, और फिर जो छोटे छोटे वेजिटेबल वेंडर होते हैं वो उनसे खरीदते हैं इन द होलसेल, और फिर हमें बेचते इन द रिटेल. So this is what is the difference between the wholesale and in retail trade. The shopkeepers selling goods, vegetable vendors in markets, examples of the retail trade. Now here you can see the orchard owners of mangoes or oranges sell their entire production to wholesale traders, and the shopkeepers selling goods, vegetable vendors in markets. Now according to the extent of region, in this domestic trade, international trade and export and import. The buying and selling of goods happens at various levels. On the basis, trade can be divided into domestic or the local, regional, national and international trade. Now again, one by one we are going to talk about this. So in domestic trade, this trade takes place between different regions with the same country. The size of the country, diversity, distribution, availability of natural resources affect the internal trade within the country. So this trade takes place between different regions within the same country. एक ही देश के अलग अलग regions में इस तरह का trading होता है, and the things which affect the size of the country, diversity, distribution, availability of natural resources. The population or the size of the population, transport and communication services, the living standard of the people, marketing system lead to large scale internal trade. And if we talk about India especially, then on the screen you can see the size of population, transport and communication services, the living standard of the people. In India, factors like diversity in geographical conditions and high population also affect the domestic trade. A country's development is dependent on the extent of the domestic trade, and if there is a good economic growth, if there is a good economic growth, then trade will also be more. So, there is a positive relation between economic growth and trade. If there is development in the economic growth, then the trade will also increase. और जैसे इकोनॉमी नीचे आएगी, ट्रेड भी नीचे आ जाएगा. Now the international trade, it is in the name only to understand. International trade means the exchange of goods and services of one country with other countries from one to another. Some countries produce specific products. Some countries produce specific products in excess, जितना उन्हें लगता है उससे ज़्यादा. For example, crude oil in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and wheat production in the USA or in Canada. So these products are sent to countries having demand for those goods. Now again, I am repeating the same thing. It is very important to understand this in detail here. जैसे क्रूड ऑयल है सऊदी अरेबिया और कुवैत में, बहुत ज़्यादा वहाँ पर है और बाकी देशों को उसकी ज़रूरत है, तो वहाँ से वो दूसरे देशों को भेजा जाएगा. दैट इज़ व्हाट इज़ इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड. And this leads to the beginning of international trade. When international trade takes place between two countries, it is bilateral trade. And when it occurs between more than two, then it is called multilateral trade. Bilateral trade and multilateral trade. When international trade takes place between two countries, किसी भी दो देशों में हो रहा है व्यापार, तो वो बायलैटरल होगा, और एक देश कई और देशों को भेज रहा है, then it is multilateral trade. And now the next concept is of export and import. Export and import are the basic processes of international trade. When we talk about the international trade, then the obviously next thing is export and import. When a country buys those goods and services which are scarce in their own country from another country, it is known as import. Very simple definition, when a country buys those goods and services which are scarce, कम है और उनकी ज़रूरत है, तो कहाँ से लाएंगे? जहाँ पर वो है. For example, crude oil. So we are importing crude oil. And when a country produces excess goods or services than required, it sells these to countries which have a demand for it. For example, Indian spices which are very famous in the world, तो हम बाकी देशों को देते हैं. That is called export. When a country produces excess goods or services than required, it sells these to countries which have a demand for it, and this is called export. So the difference between the import and export values, difference between the import and export values of a country in a specific period is called balance of trade. And according to that, there are three types: unfavorable balance of trade, favorable balance of trade और balanced trade. मतलब फ़ायदे का हुआ, नुकसान का हुआ, या फिर बराबर का ट्रेड हुआ. दैट इज़ व्हाट इज़ बैलेंस ऑफ ट्रेड. नाउ वन बाय वन again we'll try to understand this. When the value of imports, here you can see when the value of imports is more than the value of export. In figure 9.3a on the screen, you can see when the value of import is more than the value of export, it is called unfavorable balance of trade. Second one, exactly opposite. When the value of export is more than the value of import, like this, then it is called favorable balance of trade. Purposely I am putting all the three on the same slide because to understand this in detail, एक ही स्क्रीन पे तीनों पर्पसली डाले हैं एक ही स्लाइड में ताकि डिफ्रेंशिएट करके समझने में ईजी हो. इन अनफेवरेबल import is more, in favorable export is more, and in the balanced balance of trade, when the value of export and import is almost the same, दोनों बराबर दिख रहे हैं, then it is called the balanced balance of trade. So in today's part of the topic trade, we people learned about the concept of the trade, and not only that but the visible trade, invisible trade, then the types of trade on the basis of quantity of goods, which includes wholesale trade and retail trade, on the basis of the extent of trade region, that is domestic or internal trade and international or external trade, then the concept of export and import and the balance of trade. In the second part of this topic, we learn about the international trade organizations, its headquarters and the aims and the functions, and the importance of marketing.
Please subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get notifications. So my dear students, this is all for today. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, take care.